There's been a lot of rumors going down on social media and the internet that LeBron James stabbed Anthony Davis in the back and that he was down with his trade and he signed off about this trade. So the rumors are that LeBron James and Rich Paul knew about this trade ahead of time and that they were cool with it and they just said, "Yeah, go ahead, do it," that they want this trade to happen. Now, I just don't believe that. First off, I just want to say that I'm not a LeBron fan. I've never been a supporter of his. I find his story, his narrative pretty annoying. I would just like to see him retire and just for the NBA to move on to something else instead of him being the face of the league and them having to constantly hype him up. So I'm definitely not a supporter of his, but I feel I have to defend him in this situation only because I just don't believe what's being circulated. Just LeBron has always been a strategic player, just in the sense that when it comes to assembling teams, he does it in a logical manner in which he feels it benefits him, that he's a featured player in whatever team he plays for, and he does it in a way that he gets all the credit. He always makes sure the team evolves around him. Now, getting Luka Doncic, that doesn't allow him to assemble a team like that because both are ball dominant players. Both need the ball in their hands at all times, in which they can make all the decisions of how the offense runs, whether facilitating players within the system or for them to just score as many points as they want to score. They can't function playing off the ball. So to have two of them together, logically and strategically, it doesn't make sense LeBron would do that. That would be stupid. Luka is a player a lot younger than him, but plays the same type of style of basketball. The only difference between Luka and LeBron is that LeBron's athleticism is still greater than Luka's, even at old age. That's to me is the biggest difference, really, I would say. But they play the same style of basketball. Like, why would LeBron want to get someone who's basically like a younger version of himself without the defense? I would say just that makes zero sense, and it doesn't benefit him in any way. He doesn't benefit from playing with Luka. Just that's not the way LeBron constructs these teams. If you look at all the teams LeBron has constructed, going back to when he left Cleveland to Miami, he always has a great big man that plays with him. He had Chris Bosh in Miami, he had Kevin Love in Cleveland, and then he had Anthony Davis in LA. One thing these guys all have in common is that they have averaged 2010 throughout their career. They've been 2010 bigs when they're in their primes. So LeBron always needs a big man that's averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds to win a title. Why would he stupidly get rid of that now? I don't get why he would do that. It wouldn't be beneficial to him at all. And on top of that, LeBron's defense has fallen off a cliff now the last several years. He's a terrible defender due to old age. Anthony Davis made his life a lot easier on the defensive end. Anthony Davis is one of the best defensive players in the league. He's an elite defender, and he covers up LeBron's defensive mistakes. And without him, it's going to make it much harder for LeBron to play defense. So that would be stupid. That would be like LeBron shooting himself in the foot. Just I don't think LeBron would ever be down with that. I have a hard time imagining that LeBron would be down with doing that type of move to hurt himself. I just don't believe it. Now, I guess you could say that there's speculation that both of them knew about this trade ahead of time and they didn't tell Anthony Davis. Now, if that's true, I would say that that's wrong, that they didn't give him that common courtesy of respect. But I wouldn't say it's backstabbing because there's like nothing they could do to stop it. You know, they could have known about it, but and been against it, which I do believe they were, but they didn't have no ability to stop it. So I don't know how much of that you could qualify as backstabbing. You could say it's disrespectful. I would agree with you on that they should have given some common courtesy and reached out to him and said like, hey, we appreciate what you did for us while you were, in LA, and thanks for everything, especially that one championship that allowed allowed him to inflate his legacy. Just so yeah, that's the way I looked at it. But I don't think he, stabbed him in the back. Just if anything, I think we're going to see LeBron either get traded pretty soon if he decides to exercise his no trade clause and waive it and allow the Lakers to trade him somewhere, or he will just leave during the summertime. So I just think one of those two is going to happen. I don't know which one will be exercised, to be honest, because this has been very unpredictable. I just think it could go either way. There's a 50-50 chance I think in the next few days he'll get traded. Notice I said 50-50, so it's a flip of a coin. So there's equally a good chance he'll still remain a Laker after the trade deadline and just play out this season and then just leave as a free agent. But I'm definitely going to say he's going to leave come summertime. He will not be a Laker anymore. So that's all I had to say about this.